What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I just finished watching episode 18 of Naruto. I have jumped back onto the Naruto now that I'm at the same episode that I'm at with Dragon Ball, so I kind of want to watch them at the same time now to keep up with both shows. And then, of course, my reaction is under my YouTube memberships. If you are new here and you do not know what that is, it's just a few special perks for members only. But you may want to jump on it. I've got two levels of memberships over there. Level 1 is for $2.99 and you get priority replies from me. That means if I've got a video out and you are a member and there's like 20 comments on there, but because you are a member, I will reply to you first. Special polls, so there's certain polls that I would put up and questions that I will ask my members first before anybody else, and live streams, which I have not started yet, but I definitely want to get into this summer. And then level 2 is for $4.99, and you get everything that level 1 has, plus you get all of my reactions to all of the shows I watch, all the movies I watch, and all of my uncut Try Not to Laughs. So go over there and check that out. And again, it helps me out greatly as well. So please, 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 if you are not a member, become a member today. So, this was a bit of an emotional episode. So the last episode, in the midst of them trying to protect the bridge builder, they come across, of course, Zabuza and Haku, who have been a problem. And unfortunately, it got to a point where they're still in the middle of training. Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura. Now, Sasuke unfortunately died at the hands of Haku in episode 17. So we saw that Naruto got really, really upset, angry, mad, and he turned into the nine-tailed fox. And I didn't expect that. I was just like I was really bothered that Sasuke died. Like, I thought that maybe he was going to come back to life. And then coming into this episode, I was hoping that it was one of those things where they could bring him back to life, and that's just not what happened. So in this episode, we see that Inari, who is the bridge builder's grandson, is now gaining the courage because he's always afraid, he's always scared, he always runs away. His father was deemed a hero in their village, and then he died, of course, fighting, and so he's been afraid, and he doesn't believe in heroes anymore. So when they all kind of came over and had dinner and stuff like that, he had like no respect for them at all, and it was all because he was afraid because his dad was a hero, and after his dad passed away, he just didn't believe anymore. And so at one point he was really like getting on Naruto, and Naruto, his bad attitude, he was just like not having it. But then he understood when he walked by his room at one point and he saw Inari holding a picture of his dad crying by the window. And so at that point, he understood that he was just going through a lot of pain and still grieving the loss of his father. So in the midst of all this craziness happening, they had a conversation at one point where Naruto told him, like, look, you are brave, you want to help, and he kind of gave him a little bit of a boost. And so now that Kakashi Sensei is facing off with Zabuza, and Sasuke is dead now, and Naruto wants to kill Haku, and it's just all this craziness, and now, all of it to protect the bridge builder. And Inari just wants to really, really like be part of protecting his grandfather and the village and everything. So he's going around trying to get everybody to help. And at one point he knocks on the door of his uncle, and I forgot his uncle's name. But he's like, are you really just gonna basically sit there and not do anything? And I thought that you can help, and we all gotta help each other and stuff like that. And he really was pleading for him, and he told him, like, look, I'm brave, and basically just letting him know, like, look, I'm not afraid. I just think that we should all just kind of fight together. And so his uncle was just like, I'm not like your father, I'm not a hero type of thing. And you know, eventually Inari just kind of runs away and tries to knock on the doors of everyone there to try to get somebody to help. Nobody's opening their door, so he's like, I guess I gotta fight myself. So he goes back home to get his own little weapons or whatever, and his mom is trying to stop him, and he's just like, yeah, I am my father's son type of thing. And so now he wants to go help. And we see that when they show a little snippet of his uncle, and his uncle is in there with his wife, I assume, and his wife is just like, oh, he's all grown up. Like, are you really going to go and let him go out there by himself like that? So anyway, that was really quick. So at this point, Kakashi Sensei is now still trying to fight Zabuza, and Zabuza is just such a heartless dude, man. And so Kakashi's really, no, Zabuza's talking a lot of junk, and all of a sudden Kakashi is just like, all right, yeah, you're right, but you think that you can get through everything, but you're not going to get through through my own um Jingsu or whatever. And so he's got his own thing that he does, and you can actually see it because he's holding like this light in his hand, and it's really throwing him for a loop. He's like, oh shoot, like you can actually see it. So in the midst of that happening, we see Naruto was going back and forth with Haku, and Haku is just like, yeah, basically kill me, do it, you know, go ahead. And so he thinks about Sasuke, and he gets mad all over again, and he's holding like, you know, a little knife or whatever in his hand, and he starts charging at him. And Haku's making it seem like, you know what, I deserve it type of thing, and that's what you want to do, it is what it is. And so as he's charging at him, we kind of go back and we see that Kakashi is, you know, doing his thing with his Jinsu to Zabuza. And as soon as Naruto gets to Haku, Haku stops him. He's like, but I'm not ready to die just yet. And he stops him before he can stab him. He does his little thing while he's holding on to Naruto. He does his Jingsu, and he like disappears. When he disappears, we see Kakashi going straight to Zabuza, and as soon as he does, we see blood splatter. And I'm just like, whose blood is that? And at one point I was like, oh my god, did Zabuza stab him in the midst of him doing his Jingsu? And they're both looking at each other, and it's nuts because they both kind of look shocked. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then we see that Haku actually jumped right in front of Kakashi to save Zabuza. And I thought at one point Kakashi had his hand through his chest. I was just like, did he just like, that's nuts. I mean, the amount of bloodshed was absolutely insane. You would have thought that he took the heart out of his chest. Like, it was nuts. But he had like his hand like right here. And so I guess that's how powerful it was. Like, it really knocked him dead. And so Kakashi did not, like, he looked so surprised. He was like, wow, like he really jumped in to save your sorry ass, basically. And Zabuza has like no remorse. Like, he does not care. He is so cold. He was like, I knew he was good for something. I knew you were good for something, kid, or something like that. And I was just like, yo, this dude is heartless. Like, he doesn't care. In the midst of all that, Naruto's like, yo, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? And then all of a sudden he runs over to where he can see the bridge builder and Sakura. And then he's looking at Zabuza and Kakashi. He's just like, no, wait, what the heck is going on here? So we see a little bit of flashback at some point where, as a kid, Haku tells Zabuza, use me as an instrument or as a weapon, however you see fit, type of thing. Well, I guess this was it. This was it. So that happened. And Zabuza is still trying to go after Kakashi. At this point, we see Naruto and Sakura and the bridge builder standing there. She's like, where's Sasuke? Is he all right? And Naruto can't even tell her. And she immediately like felt it. She's like, no. And he just can't talk. He can't come up with the words to tell her that he's gone. So the bridge builder grabs her by the hand and they go running to where Sasuke's body is. And she's like in shock right now. And then she kneels in front of him and she's telling the bridge builder, you know, I was the smartest one in the class. And she's kind of thinking about all these things that she learned. And then basically, it's almost like she's basically saying, like, at this point, it doesn't matter. I can't keep it together because I guess the 25th, I guess it's a rule that you are not to show any emotion or anything like that because it's a sign of weakness. But she completely breaks down seeing Sasuke dead that way, and her crying the way that she was crying, like, yeah, it had me almost emotional. And I was just like I really felt for her, like she was really in a lot of pain, and you felt it by the way that she was crying. And I was just like, damn, like I didn't know that I was gonna feel that emotional at that part. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. You can really feel that all the stuff that she learned to be a shinobi is just like, it's out the window at this point because she's still a kid. And so seeing her friend, her counterpart, her crush dead like that is really hitting her hard. And then you can see Naruto kind of grabbing his chest like he's in so much pain too. And so in the midst of all of that, here comes Zabuza and Kakashi still trying to fight each other and kill each other. And all of a sudden, like, he tries to go slice him and Kakashi stabs him in the other arm. And so at this point now he can't use either one to do his Jingsus or whatever. And then Gato comes out of nowhere with his whole crew. I don't know who that crew is. I don't know if it's his people or villagers or what. He's just like, basically, you look sorry. He's like, I'm disappointed. And that's where the episode ends. So I don't know if he's going to kill him himself. I don't know what is going to happen at this point. I thought that Inari's uncle was going to pop up, but he didn't. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know where this is going to go, but I cannot wait to see the next episode because now with Haku gone and Sasuke gone, like, that was like, I guess not his little protege, but like his little protector or whatever. So he's not really protected by anybody at this point, Zabuza. So I don't know if Gato is going to finish him off or what's going to happen, but we're going to have to stay tuned to episode 19 to see that. But anyway, leave your comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed my review. And let me know what you guys think of this episode. If you guys followed along. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. Hit like, share. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.